That term has become used as a title for the Jewish people in this country and around the world that do believe that the Messiah has come and that it was Jesus. The Western world, the Christian world, knows him as Jesus, his actual Hebrew name being Yeshua.
Is this something you were born into? Were your parents Messianic, or did you sort of make a conscious decision?
Well, both. I was probably one of the few Jewish kids brought up in a Messianic home back in the 50s and the 60s. But I did not personally accept the Messiah into my own life until I was in my teens. And it actually wasn't until I was in college that God really touched me personally.
So was this when you were going to the University of Cincinnati, I think, in the
How did
60s?
you know that?
I read your book.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And in there it said something, it was, that was the time, I remember those days, that was the time of the Jesus movement.
Yeah.
A lot of drugs being used also in the world.
Yeah, but I did not use any of those drugs.
And people were searching, is what it came down to. So you obviously found. And what was your, what happened to you? What transition?
Well, the 60s, the late 60s was a very, very hot spiritual time. Up until then, there were fewer than just a couple of thousand Messianic Jews in the entire country. Some of my dad's friends actually said that they knew every single Jewish believer in the country. That's how small it was. Mm-hmm. But in '67, Jerusalem came back under Jewish control in the Six-Day War. Right. And there was a tremendous release of the Spirit. Of course, you know the Jesus People movement, the revival at that time. But in that revival, very quietly, there were tens of thousands of Jewish, especially young people, that became the believers in the Messiah, Jesus. And most of them had supernatural experiences. I was actually one of those people. I was probably a believer earlier, but God did not really touch me and turn me around until the late 60s, and I was a sophomore in college.